Welcome back to Exploring with Ash and Jake. Today we're going to be talking about the Boggy Creek Monster. The legend of the Boggy Creek Monster has long captivated the people of Fouke, Arkansas, a little town about 150 miles outside of Little Rock. It is said that Fouke is the first place that the cryptid was ever spotted. According to beliefs or legends, the Boggy Creek Monster stands between 7 and 8 feet tall on 2 feet and weighs close to 300 pounds. Its chest, legs, and arms are covered with thick, long hair. The first reported sightings go all the way back to 1834, when people began to report a large, hairy, wild man roaming around Arkansas. In the 1900s, sightings around Fouke became more frequent. Residents spotted the monster more than 40 times in 1997 alone. It has been suggested that the animal is nocturnal, but a hunter reported a sighting in broad daylight in the Sulphur River Wildlife Area near Fouke in 2000. The Boggy Creek Monster has been subject of at least 4 different films, beginning with 1973's The Legend of the Boggy Creek. This movie centered around Bobby Ford's supposed encounter with the beast, played in a drive-in theater around the country, and introduced millions to the legend, mostly shot on location in Fouke, but with additional scenes filmed into the Texarkana and Shreveport, Louisiana. The film also served as a major economic boost to the region and many cast members with local nearby college students. The famous encounter that the film is based on an occurrence that happened in 1971, where Bobby and Elizabeth Ford claimed that the Boggy Creek Monster attacked their home late one night on May 1st. The monster, Elizabeth said, reached through the screen window but was chased away by Bobby and Dan, his brother, who had just returned from a hunting trip. Unsatisfied, the monster returned shortly after midnight and tossed Bobby to the ground. Bobby was taken to St. Michael Hospital in the Texarkana and treated for large gashes across his back. He was suffering from mild shock when he arrived, according to the newspaper reports. There were several reports covering the legend around this time. Although no traces of blood were found at the Fords' home, their 3-toed footprints were found near the house. There were scratches on the porch and the siding window were both damaged. Many have argued the reported sightings of the Boggy Creek Monster are actually sightings of black bears that are misidentified. Although black bears are not bipedal, they can never rear up on 2 feet. Some weigh up to 400 pounds and stand 6 feet tall. In attempts to capitalize on the Boggy Creek legend, Pevy's Monster Mart sells souvenirs, trinkets based on the beast, and have even erected a large wooden cutout outside of the store where visitors and tourists can take pictures of themselves with the Boggy Creek Monster. So, as always, I will let you, the fans, decide in the comment section below. Is the Boggy Creek Monster real or is it made up? Do you think the Boggy Creek Monster is really Bigfoot? Honestly, I think that looking at the pictures and hearing the story, that the Boggy Creek Monster and the Bigfoot character are the same thing. But I could be totally wrong. Let me know in the comments below. I hope everyone's having a blessed day, stay weird, and keep exploring. Good vibes.